All right, she received something from her date that she's going out with for the very first time last night, and now she's questioning whether or not she should even go. All right? It's group therapy.
When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
All right, the message says, hey there, Ben and Kelly. I met a guy on a dating app, and we're going on our first date this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, he sent me a short questionnaire to fill out to get to know me better so that he can figure out how many common interests we have. And there's built-in conversation starters if it gets boring.
Oh, gosh.
So he asked me things like, which movie from the Marvel franchise was the best one, in my opinion?
Mallrats.
Oh, my God. That is not a part of the Marvel universe, sir.
Stan Lee's in it.
No, it's not. No, it's not superhero Marvel universe.
Sorry, we digress.
Oh, God. What's my favorite Taylor Swift song? And then he put in parentheses, anything other than Picture to Burn is wrong, LOL. Okay. He asked about the last show I binged and if I was a fan of either The Office or Parks and Rec.
Ooh,
automatic 100,000 points.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, good.
And then he even threw this curveball in. How many kids do I want?
Oh, wow.
Like, that's a little bold for a first date. Am I right? I don't know whether I'm put off by this or not. One of my friends thinks he's really attractive. The other one doesn't. So should I ghost him this weekend, or do you think it's cute enough to give him a shot?
Okay, well, does she think he's cute? I mean, like, what's the hotness / crazy scale here?
I'm assuming she thinks he's cute enough to go on a date with. Like, she was going to go on the date until, like, the questionnaire made her question it.
Right, yeah, I don't know if it's Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. I don't know what dating app she met him on, but yeah.
I'm sure there was a picture.
Probably, yes, exactly. Probably she saw his picture and was like, oh, okay, yeah, this looks like a good guy.
I think the idea behind it is cute. First of all, it's already showing that he's putting effort into it, which is, I've been on a date before where we drove around for 2 hours because he had no plan on where we were going to go eat. We were just trying to figure it out for 2 hours. That did not result in a second date. So I like the fact that he's showing you put effort.
Okay, so he is, the one thing I didn't like about what he said was, in case it gets boring, like don't assume that a first date will be boring. And maybe this guy, because to me that is the most, I guess, I don't want to say troubling, but thing that causes me to question
right
him.
Like, he's already not expecting much.
Yeah, he's already not expecting much. He's probably been burned before or been on some dates where it's boring, and maybe it's him who's boring, you know?
It could be.
Right.
And so maybe this is helping him to be less boring.
I don't know.
It helps him try to come up with ways to keep the conversation going or how to start it.
Yeah. I mean, also bold to go on a first date on a weekend such as the one we have coming up. So, hey, but, well, at least we'll be able to get a follow-up, you know, pretty
I'm
quickly.
Hoping, yes.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Has anybody... It's weird. Like, does anybody have experience with this? Because I've never, like, it's been a long time since I've actually dated.
Well, I remember there was a viral story of somebody like doing this and posting it on TikTok, and they ended up like together.
Okay, so
it worked.
Does anybody have experience with answering questions before going out on a date? And then maybe the better question, if you were creating a dating questionnaire, what would be the one question you'd need answered? I
think, and this is, being completely honest, if I were to do that, I needed to know, do you believe in God?
Oh, okay.
Like, that's going to be, because I did date someone that did not. And I kind of knew, well, that's kind of has no future.
Right.
That's a very big fundamental difference there.
Sure. Yeah. No, good one. All right. 502-571-9970. First time. And she's like, is that just weird? Like, weird? Or is that cute, and should I give him a chance?
I think it's cute. I think it shows that he's already putting effort into it and wants to get to know you.
Yeah, and
I think that's great.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think this is... I think the only thing that really made me question him as a person was he said if it gets boring on the date. But I don't think that's reason to just scrap and ghost him and
that
not
could
show
have
up
been
on the
like
date.
an attempt at a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now there are a couple of things that stood out in the comments of everybody that's chimed in about this. Mm-hmm. One of them is, why are you putting so much weight in what your friends think about how attractive he is? Do you think he's cute?
Yeah.
Are you attracted?
Right.
And number two, why would you even consider ghosting anyone because it's mean and hurtful?
Now, Valerie says, due to my past relationships, this questionnaire he made gives me a vibe that he would be controlling. I say, do not waste your time going on the date.
Oh.
I don't know. I think you should go. I think you should go. And so then we were asking, look, if you were dating or if you were going out on a date with a person for the first time and you had questions that you wanted answered before you started your date, what would they be? And Lakeisha, she wrote in with an interesting situation that she and her husband on their first date.
Yeah, she said, on our first date, my hubby asked me to tell him the worst thing about me or my life that would make him want to walk away before the dinner even started.
Dang.
That is deep.
That is bold.
His ex-wife had successfully scared away every girl he's tried to date since their divorce. And mine was, well, I'd gotten into some trouble, could possibly go to prison.
Oh, dang.
Neither of those things happened, but it did make for interesting first date conversation. And obviously now they're married, so it worked out.
Well, you know what? And props to Lakeisha for keeping it real and not skipping over that one and
not sugarcoating it. Yeah.
Right. Just going in full bore. Like, all right, well, if you want to roll up the sleeves, let's do it,
Yep. Rachel said in this day and age, it's actually a lot of effort that he's putting in already. Don't be a boob. Give the guy a chance. He may be your soulmate, and it could be the cutest story to tell one of these days. Mm-hmm. Elizabeth said kind of the same thing. I love this idea. Maybe a little cheesy, but he's planning ahead. Go on the date, no matter what. Don't ever ghost someone. It's so childish and inconsiderate. Be an adult. Use your words. Jared says the same thing. Don't ghost him. But you should probably just let him know you aren't interested, because then he can find someone better. Why does it matter if your friends find him attractive or not? And then Jennifer said she had some experience with this. I went on a date with a guy who brought a baggie with questions and slips of paper on it. Mm-hmm. We sat in the car while waiting for a table at the restaurant and took turns answering them.
Oh,
it was different and fun.
Yeah.
And, took effort on his part. What a difference in company to most guys now is who just want to hang out and have fun. If you aren't interested now because of some questions and you're shallow, be an adult and tell them you changed your mind.
Okay, so I think we're all on the same page here. Let's go out. Let's, throw caution into the wind and do it.
I like him. I think it's cute.
Yeah, so go out this weekend, follow up with us on Monday, let us know how it went. And
also, stop putting so much, stock in whether your friends think he's attractive or not. What matters is what you think. Are you attracted to him? Also, never ghost someone. It's impolite and rude and mean.
Yeah, don't make Kelly mom you again, okay?
Yeah, I will. I will mom you.
All right, that is Group Therapy.